What's up? This your man Drake Mac coming to you again with another video. This particular video, I'm going over the season finale of She-Hulk. Let's get this whirlwind going. But the real question is, are you ready? Alright, let's get into this episode. This episode starts off like an episode of the original Incredible Hulk TV show, along with 70 special effects and body double characters like Lou Ferrigno as the Hulk in that show. The savage She-Hulk, but it's all a dream as Jen wakes up in a DDoC prison after she went savage in episode 8. She is met by Nikki, Pug, and Mallory about her case. She takes a plea deal as she agrees not to turn into the She-Hulk again. Jennifer was fired by a law firm and the news is covering her story in a negative light. She is now at her parents' house after moving out her apartment. Nikki goes to visit her at her mom's house and they start to discuss the intelligentsia. Nikki shows a video of Dennis Borowski lying about how they used to date and how horrible Jen is as a partner. She breaks the fourth wall, telling the audience how this is not a reluctant superhero story and how she's getting screwed over. Then tells the narrator to stop when the 70s theme comes back again. She tries to reach out to the Hulk, but it didn't deliver the message, the same with Emil Blonsky, so she decides to go and see him at his compound. Nikki uploads a video of Jen dancing in college to the Intelligentsia website so she could get in their group, which she does with the use of Pug as the face as the person behind the computer. Jen goes to the retreat and meets the Wrecker and he lets her in the compound. Pug goes to the meeting and meets the trolls from online. We find out right then and there that Creepy Todd is actually Hulk King and actually flirts a little bit with Pug. Todd is a creep. Todd talks about how he got Jen's blood. Then Todd introduces the Abominations as a paid special guest. Jen walks in on the speaking engagement when Emil shrinks back into his normal self. The crowd turns on Emil as Todd hypes him up about Jen Walters and how much they despise her. Emil tells Jen it's not what you think, they paid him a lot of money to come and speak at the engagement. Nikki and Pug busts in and tells Jen that the group is the Intelligentsia. Jen finds out that Todd is Hulk King and then becomes Todd Hulk. Jen breaks the fourth wall and says, "We're not doing this, right?" Todd transforms into a version of the Hulk. Then Jen yells that this is not where the finale is headed. Then Titania busts in out of nowhere. Emil saves Jen from getting hit from Todd. Emil starts smacking dudes around from the meeting when Hulk busts out of nowhere. Hulk goes after Emil thinking he is a part of this. Jen is super confused about what's going on, as the audience should be, because what the hell? Jen breaks the fourth wall and says none of these storylines make sense. Then the show goes to the home screen of Disney Plus, and this is where it really gets off the rails, where it goes super meta when she busts it out of her own show to find the writers. This is way more like in the comics where she did this frequently, going to the writers. Jen goes to the Marvel's assembly and walks on the production set of her own show. Jen talks to the writers about the tropes that happens in superhero stories. Then she demands to talk to Kevin. She-Hulk fights the workers of Marvel to get to Kevin. Kevin is really a robot, which is super hilarious. Kevin stands for Knowledge Enhanced Visual Interactive Nexus. Kevin tells Jen to transform back off camera because the effects are expensive and that the visual effects team has already moved on to another project where they actually play the drums of the Black Panther. Jen and Kevin talks about the meta way that Marvel pushes out mega movies, but some are hit and misses. She talks about how all the movies' endings are the same. Jen also talks about the daddy issues in the movies. She also asks Kevin where are the X-Men coming, where he reluctantly said, "I can't tell you that information." Then it clips back to the show where Hulk Todd is arrested. Emil goes back to jail for violation of parole. Daredevil jumps in out of nowhere to meet Jen like a video game character. Jen is now with her family at a cookout along with Matt Murdock. Hulk shows up to the cookout with his son Scar, which looks like we are headed to that World War Hulk storyline sometime in the future. She-Hulk is cleared of all charges as she is now comfortable with being She-Hulk and Jen. Emil is broken out of prison by Juan and is taken to Carmontage. Alright, my thoughts on this show. This is the season finale. You know I've been very critical of this show. Now I kind of get it. They trolled the shit out of us in this show. All of it, from the writing to certain things, it made you start having this conversation. Honestly, that's smart. The writing was made that way to get you to get online, talk your stuff about how bad it is, and then show the reflection of yourself with the intelligentsia. I gotta give them this one. Plus, this particular episode was way more like her comic than anything else, because she normally breaks out of, you know, the pages, go and talk to the writer. Why did you draw me like this? All of that stuff. So I honestly, I gotta say, I gotta, oh my God, this is gonna be hard to say, but She-Hulk, you got me. You got me. You got me. You got me. I'm proud of you, She-Hulk. You got me. Because I'm thinking, what the whole entire hell are you guys doing? And all this whole time, you trolled us. You made us get into our feelings. The ones who complained. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. People was like, no, just watch the show. My own brother was like, dude, you just gotta watch the show. Maybe you need to get some She-Hulk comics. You know what I mean? And this whole entire time, you trolled us. And I gotta give you your props on this one. So She-Hulk, you did better than what I thought. Now that I look at it in a whole, from the start to it to the finish, you got me. You got me on this one. Was it on purpose or was it on accident? I don't even care. I actually enjoyed that. That was a hell of a ride because you got me in my feelings. From the beginning of the episode, the first episode, you could go back, anybody could go back and watch because I've been covering this since it started. You got me. So, what did you guys think? Do you feel like I do? Do you think, you know what I'm saying, that this was on purpose, whatever? I actually have to commend them. I have to commend them for making me emotionally challenge myself to say, is this good material or if it's not? And you got me. You got me. I gotta give you your props. So anyway, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to put this in the comment section how you feel. Don't forget. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. Next video is coming out is going to be Black Panther. It's going to be Black Panther series number 4, number 2, and Dark Reign number 1. The first introduction of Shuri as Black Panther. Those are the next videos that I'm doing. So please look for those videos soon. Until next time, I'll holla at y'all later. Peace and vibe higher.